Brad Weber back with Raven Sports Drive. Joining me today, Robert Wood, our men's and women's track coach. Welcome, Rob.
Hey, thanks a lot for having us.
Well, we're into January. That usually means indoor season. However, it's affected everything. COVID has. How's COVID affected your guys' indoor track schedule?
Well, I'm on probably my sixth schedule of the year. I usually have our schedule done by October, and usually have it to you by October, and then because of COVID and the NCAA regulations and testing to go to the NCAA facility, and just we're here and there, and it's kind of week to week with us right now, which is frustrating training wise, but it is what it is right now. But we got to open up last week, and I think it was been 650 days since we've been on the track, so for a competition. So it was nice just to do that. Not that we had the greatest performance, we had some good ones, but it's just a chance to compete.
Now, even though I said indoor, though, where was your actual competition?
We had it here in Coffeyville up on the hill.
So even though it's an indoor season, it was an outdoor meet.
It was an outdoor meet.
But you can use those marks for indoor season.
Yeah, we ran it up on the hill, which having that facility is great for our program, and we threw the indoor shot and the indoor weight down at the multi-purpose building down at Dick Foster Complex.
Okay.
So I spent most of the day down there. I was a little warmer than my associate head coach, my other two assistants, but we got done down there and then came up and finished the meet up. But we put down the lines for the 60 and the 60 hurdles, and we ran, we competed, had some kids have some good performances, some kids that we got to do some work. Our runners aren't going to go this week, but we're going to take a small field event group to Cali and compete over there. They're having a mini meet over there on Sunday afternoon, so we're going to go over there.
You mentioned some of the athletes had some good marks. Any shout outs for any of those individuals?
Yeah, sophomore Henry Kiner opened up at 24.6, 748 meters, which is a lifetime PR for him. Opened up at 48, I want to say 48.5, 48.6 in the triple. May have been a little bit better than that, but it's under his PR, but still for the first meet out with the weather, with everything, the elements. Very happy with what he did. Knowlton Shelvin, who is a freshman, opened up at 684 in the 60. Ran a good race, and then won the 200, missed qualifying by about a tenth of a second. But again, the wind and just the elements, competed well. Trent Guidry didn't qualify, but he hadn't got to practice high jumpies, and he came out and jumped 190, which is 10 centimeters under qualifying. But he had 3 good jumps at 195, and we get 10, 14 days of good training, and him getting some good jumping in. He'll be fine, because he jumped 210 in high school, which is like 6'9", 6'10". So he's a legitimate high jumper. It's just repetition. So on women's side, Shaughnessy Collins threw well for her first meet, and so did Nalia Landrum. Both of them told me afterwards they were nervous. I'm like, it's your home building, you practice here every day. But first college meet.
But exactly, first one. There would be some butterflies.
There's little butterflies. But they threw well. They competed, and that's what we're looking for right now. A couple of girls had some decent jumps in the long, and then. But we're young. We're pretty much freshly. We are freshman dominated. We got good sophomores back, but I think our numbers are probably more freshmen. I'm going to say 34, 35 out of the 60 athletes we have are freshmen. So it was all their first meet, most of them. So
I think you said the teams that came in are pretty much some powerhouses, aren't they?
Yeah, we brought in Northwest Tech, who's a program that's basically distance built, but they've been top 20 the last couple of years at indoor and outdoor. Fort Scott, who's building a program, and they're starting to do better. But then we brought in Barton in Iowa Central, and with us, we had 3 of the top 10 teams in the country from last year. So, it wasn't a slouch meet. It was you got to bring your A game, and I think the best thing to do is we usually open up in Arkansas against the SEC and the Big 12 and that, and I always tell them I'm going to throw you to the Wolves, and you're going to find out what this is all about real quick. But didn't get to do that this year because of COVID. But
still,
we still had some good teams here that kids had to compete.
Okay, very
So-
good. I know you mentioned the Cali mini meet this coming Sunday, the 24th, and then from there, kind of where do you go?
We go to Pitt State for the Jayhawk Conference. Region 6 is going to host a meet.
Okay.
And it'll be probably all the Jayhawk Conference schools,
Most
all
of them, I would
15 that
guess,
are
yeah.
doing. And then we may have 1 or 2 out-of-state teams that want to come in and compete. But, we've got a test to go over there for that 96 hours before we arrive.
Yeah.
I want to send a shout out to Dr. Thornburg and Coach Liker and Jeff Morris and Terry, our nurse. We'll do it. No, we'll take care of it. We got to. The kids need to compete. Not everybody is like that, and I appreciate that. That makes me
Okay.
feel like my program's valued. So we're going to go over there on the 31st, and then on the 7th we're going to do Cali's hosting another meet over at their facility, and we'll go over there. And then on the 14th we're back at Pitt State. Again, we're going to have to test to go over there for that meet. Then a week after that's the region championships.
Okay, and that's
at Pitt State.
Pitt State again.
Yeah, and then we're off a week to kind of get our bodies ready for nationals, and then we're back at Pitt State for the national championships, and then hopefully by then I'll know what the outdoor season's going to look like. So
so that's nice at Pitt State. You're able to go, somewhat close to both regionals and nationals this year.
yeah,
for indoor.
we're going to be able to drive back both days for regionals, both days for nationals. Our kids are going to get to come back to their dorm, get to sleep in the bed they're used to. Get up in the morning, go over and compete, and do the things they need to do, and not take them out of a rhythm or their comfort level like a lot of schools have to. So, we're hoping that by in a month and a half, our kids are going to be really ready to go.
Very good. But we look forward to the rest of indoor season. We'll catch you back up in a couple weeks.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Brad Weber, Raven Sports Drive.